Welcome back, everyone. So from time to time, we all experience a tough situation that causes us to second guess ourselves. It could be the loss of a job, the end of a relationship, a health crisis, or just growing older. And regardless of the reason, though, the end result is that you can feel stuck, unsuccessful, lost, and you're searching for ways to believe in yourself. That's where the comeback coach, Delores Jones, comes in. She has some tips for us. Thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure. Always a pleasure.
So you have a personal story that you want to tell us.
Yes, from 2014 to 2016, November 2014 to November 2016, I was stricken with major depressive disorder.
Wow.
Which meant that, no matter, I had lost control of how I felt. I stayed in the bed for 16 hours. I could only work 8 hours a week.
Wow.
It was so bad that I really thought I was going to have to do a file for disability.
Right.
It was really, really, really difficult.
So what did you do? How did you come out of that?
Well, one of the things I remember, and a friend asked me something. He said, you need to identify the source of your feelings, why you're feeling like that. And so when I thought about it and I walked through that whole depression for a period of 2 years, like 730 days, that's a long time.
Yeah.
And so I had to really start asking myself, okay, Delores, this is what happened, but what can you do about it and what will you do about it? Because those are two different things, right? And once I decided, I looked at that and I said, okay, I have to tackle the negative thoughts. So because
those are so easy to have, the
absolutely.
negative thoughts.
Yeah, and I was hearing things like, you're not successful, you're such a failure, you made so many mistakes, what about the divorce? Everything was just like a rushing mighty wind of negative thoughts. So I said to myself, is it true, right? And for me, I said no.
Okay.
God says I shall live and not die.
Right.
So that became my focus. How am I going to live through this? So of course I start working with my doctors. I went on the internet. I start researching the symptoms. I start researching the solutions. And eventually, thank God, we found something that really worked for Delores.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I think what's hard too sometimes is the people around you. If they are in a negative mindset, it influences the way you are.
Yes. So you need to start to spend time with like-minded people. That means people who understand your struggle, people who have walked through it, people who can offer you solutions and strategies, not somebody who's going to sit there and go through the details of what you're living.
Right.
Because when you go to the details, you make it alive again. You're still in that moment. But right now it's about solutions and strategies.
Okay, I love that. So talk about winning every day. What does that mean?
Those small wins. You know, sometimes we think in terms of being successful as I have to complete this degree. But in my case, with the depression that had me so sick, just to wash a load of clothes
Was a win for you.
was a win for me.
Yeah.
To get out of bed and to make oatmeal. These were small things. And I said, girl, you did that thing. You handle that oatmeal, baby.
That oatmeal is good.
Yeah.
So what about success? When you do find those successes?
You know, we have a tendency to say, oh, it's okay. I really didn't do well. No, you have to savor it. You need to taste it. You need to enjoy it completely and stay in that moment. Don't rush to go to the very next thing, right? So that's
Savor
what I have to do.
oatmeal.
Savor it, savor it, right? And then you can think of some of the other things that you've done. I was a single mom. I finished a master's degree.
Right.
You know, I had some other successes. But one of the hardest things, and I will say this, you all may recall, I stopped coming on the show.
Yeah.
I had to cancel all of my appearances while I was sick in the 2-year period. And that was very difficult. But I had to muster up the courage to say, okay, I'm going to go back. And if you notice, I came back once a month, right? Now I'm back to twice a month. And then we'll see, if I pick up every Monday again. But that's something you have to do. So savor those successes. Also, as you do this, go back and repeat steps 1 through 5.
Okay, so
start
don't move on,
over.
just keep,
right.
all right.
And you have to guard your mindset. Every morning I have something on positive on YouTube. Right now I'm into Les Brown. Every morning, Delores is possible. You're fabulous. You're great. As I said, talk to me.
Let's talk to me. We
Yes.
love that you are back, Delores. Thank
Yes.
you so much for the
You're
great
welcome.
tips.